I was sitting at my desk finalizing wedding details when a text from my fiancée's maid of honor changed everything. What she said next made me cancel a $60,000 wedding in under an hour. By the end of this story, you'll see why sometimes the best decision you can make is the one that costs you everything up front, but saves you a lifetime of regret. It was a Monday morning, 8 weeks before Rachel and I were supposed to get married. We'd been together for years, engaged for one, and just 2 days earlier we were happily cake tasting. Then Bethany texted me, "Hey Jason, need to talk to you about something important. Rachel doesn't know I'm reaching out. I figured she needed help with a bachelorette party or something wedding related. What's up? Look, I care about you both, so I'm just going to be straight with you. Rachel's been having second thoughts. She's stressed about the wedding and honestly questioning if you're the right guy for her future." My stomach dropped. Everything seemed fine between us. We'd literally been planning our future together just days before. Second thoughts about what exactly? She feels like you're not really committed to building the life she wants. Like she mentioned, you still drive that old Camry and live in a basic apartment. She needs to know you can provide the lifestyle she deserves. I stared at my phone. My 2018 Camry runs perfectly. My apartment is a nice 2-bedroom in a good area for $2,100 a month. I make $78,000 as a project manager. Not rich, but comfortable and stable. What are you suggesting, Bethany? If you really love her, you should show it. She's always wanted a Mercedes C-Class. If you offered to buy her one as a pre-wedding gift, it would prove you're serious about giving her the life she wants. Otherwise, I don't know if this wedding is happening. I took a moment to process what I was hearing. Let me be clear here. The wedding venue deposit is $8,500. Rachel insisted on this specific place and said she'd handle the deposit since her parents gave her money specifically for it. Catering deposit, another $3,200, also in her name because she wanted to use her credit card for the points. Photographer, DJ, florist, probably another $4,000 in deposits. All in her name because she wanted to build her credit. So you're telling me if I don't buy her a $45,000 car, she's calling off the wedding? I'm trying to help you here, Jason. She's my best friend, and I know what she needs. This would show her you're willing to invest in your future together. Understood, so you'll do it. I understand the situation perfectly. Then I hung up. I sat there for about 5 minutes, just processing what had happened. Then I picked up my phone and started making calls. "Hi, this is Jason Mitchell. I'm calling about the Mitchell-Coleman wedding, scheduled for September 15th. Oh yes, how can I help you? I need to cancel the reservation." "Oh no, is everything okay? Just so you know, the deposit is non-refundable at this point. I understand. The primary account holder will need to handle any deposit issues. Please list the cancellation reason as financial extortion concerns." "Excuse me, that's the reason for cancellation, financial extortion concerns. The bride can contact you directly about the deposit." Then I called the catering company. Same conversation. Then the photographer, the DJ, the florist, every single vendor. Cancellation reason, financial extortion concerns. It took me about an hour to cancel everything. Then I texted my groomsmen in our group chat. "Wedding's off. We'll explain later. Please don't reach out to Rachel yet. My best man, Derek, replied immediately. You good, bro? I'm perfect. Details tomorrow. Then I sat back and waited. It took exactly 3 hours and 16 minutes for my phone to explode. First was Rachel with 42 missed calls. Then the texts started. What did you do? The venue just called saying you canceled. Jason, answer your phone. They're saying I owe the full deposit. What is financial extortion? If this is about Bethany, I can explain. That last one was interesting. So she knew about Bethany's text all along. Then Bethany started calling. I declined every call, but she kept texting. I was trying to help you. You completely misunderstood. Rachel is devastated. You're ruining everything over a miscommunication. My personal favorite, a real man, would have just bought the car instead of throwing a tantrum. Rachel's mom, Patricia, called next. I actually answered that one. Jason, what is going on? Rachel is hysterical. Hi, Patricia. Rachel apparently has been having second thoughts about the wedding, unless I buy her a Mercedes. I was informed this was required to prove my commitment. I've decided to cancel the wedding instead. That's not. Bethany told you that. Yes, she said. Rachel needed to know I could provide the lifestyle she deserves. Long pause. That little witch. Let me call you back. 20 minutes later, Patricia called again. Jason, I've spoken to Rachel. Bethany apparently took it upon herself to interpret some comments Rachel made. Rachel never asked for a car. What comments did Rachel make? Another pause. She may have mentioned to her friends that she wished you were more ambitious and that she hoped marriage would motivate you to upgrade your lifestyle. So she does think I'm not good enough as I am. That's not. Jason, all brides get nervous before weddings. Patricia, with respect. Being nervous is different from discussing with friends that I need to be financially motivated to be worthy of marriage. The wedding is canceled, but the deposits, it's over $15,000. That's Rachel's concern. She wanted them all in her name. After I hung up, I texted Rachel once. Your maid of honor informed me that you need a Mercedes to be sure about our marriage. That tells me everything I need to know. The apartment lease ends in 2 months. Please arrange to move your belongings. Then I turned off my phone and went to Derek's place. I stayed at Derek's for 2 nights to let things cool down. When I got back to the apartment Wednesday evening, Rachel was there with reinforcements, Bethany, her sister Amy, and her mom. The second I walked in, Rachel started crying. Not pretty tears, full dramatic sobbing. How could you do this to me? Everyone knows the humiliation. You humiliated me first when you discussed with your friends that I wasn't good enough, I said calmly. Bethany jumped in. She never said that. You're twisting everything. You literally texted me saying she needed a Mercedes to be sure about marriage. I was being dramatic. Girls talk. You don't understand female friendships. Jason, you're being ridiculous. Do you know how much money she's losing? The venue won't refund anything. Then maybe she should have thought about that before deciding. I needed to be financially extorted to be worthy of marriage. Patricia tried the reasonable approach. Jason, please, let's just reschedule everything. This is a misunderstanding. It's not a misunderstanding. Rachel thinks I need to buy expensive cars and upgrade my lifestyle to be marriage material. I think I'm fine as I am. We're incompatible. Rachel finally stopped crying long enough to speak. I never asked for a car. I just said it would be nice if you were more ambitious. What does that mean, Rachel? More ambitious? She hesitated. Just, you've been at the same job for 3 years, same apartment for 4, same car. It's like you're not trying to improve. I got 2 promotions in those 3 years. My salary went from $62,000 to $78,000. I'm saving $1,500 a month. But because I don't blow it on luxury cars, I'm not ambitious. That's not what I meant. Then what did you mean? Silence. Bethany tried again. Look, just buy the car and fix this. Be a man. I laughed. Actually laughed. A man. A real man doesn't need to buy someone's love. She's not asking you to buy her love, Amy screeched. Just show you care. I was marrying her. That's how I was showing I cared. Then Rachel dropped the bomb. If you don't fix this, I'm suing you for the deposits. My lawyer says since you canceled everything, you're liable. Your lawyer. You've already contacted a lawyer. My cousin Brad. He says I have a case. Good luck with that. I have Bethany's texts explicitly stating I needed to buy you a car or the wedding was off. That's extortion. Hence why I listed it as the cancellation reason with every vendor. Everyone went quiet. You told everyone it was extortion. Rachel whispered. That's what it was. The next morning, I woke up to find my car keyed. Deep scratches down the entire driver's side. No cameras in our parking area, so no proof, but I knew. Then the social media campaign started. Rachel posted this long thing about how some men can't handle strong women with standards, and how she dodged a bullet with a manipulative narcissist who twisted her words. Her friends piled on comments about toxic masculinity and financial abuse. I posted once, just screenshots of Bethany's texts. Every single one, including the one where she said if you really loved her, you'd buy the Mercedes, and she's been having second thoughts, unless you prove you can. Provide the lifestyle she deserves. And my personal favorite. A real man would have just bought the car. The comments shifted real quick. Friday morning, I get an official-looking email from Brad, the lawyer cousin, demanding I pay Rachel $15,000 for the lost deposits, plus $5,000 for emotional distress and reputational damage. I forwarded it to my buddy Tom, who's an actual lawyer. Not a cousin who does real estate law like Brad. Tom called me laughing. Emotional distress because she tried to extort you. This is beautiful. Can I respond? Go for it. He sent back a masterpiece. Cited state law on extortion, included Bethany's texts as evidence. Pointed out that Rachel chose to put deposits in her name and therefore assumed the risk, and mentioned that her social media posts could be considered defamation. He ended with any further contact regarding this matter should be directed to my office. Any continued harassment of my client will result in immediate legal action. Radio silence from Brad. But Rachel wasn't done. Saturday night, I'm at Derek's, watching the game, when I get a call from my mom. Jason, honey, Rachel just left. She came to the house. She was crying, saying you ruined her life over a misunderstanding. She said she loves you and just wanted to know you were serious about your future together, Mom. She wanted me to buy her a Mercedes to prove my worth. She said that was Bethany's idea, not hers. But she didn't shut it down, did she? She knew Bethany was texting me. She admitted it. My mom said, your father and I have been married 35 years. You know what car I drove when we got married? A beat-up Honda with 150,000 miles. Because we were building a life together. Exactly what did you tell her? I said, times are different now. What did you say? I said, love isn't different. Then I asked her to leave. Sunday, Rachel's dad Frank called me. Frank's always been a straight shooter. Jason, I'm not calling to change your mind. I just want to understand what happened. I sent him the screenshots of Bethany's texts. He called back an hour later. Jesus Christ, she really said that. Yeah, and Rachel knew. She admitted it when confronted. I'm pulling my contribution to the wedding. All of it. That money was for my daughter to marry a good man, not to shake him down for a luxury car. I appreciate that, Frank. You know, I always liked you. Jason, you remind me of myself at your age. Work hard, save money, don't flash it around. That's how you build wealth. Thanks, Rachel. She got caught up in all that Instagram nonsense, comparing herself to her friends. Madison got a Tesla from her husband. Qley got a Lexus. She felt left behind. So this was never about me. It was about keeping up with her friends. I'm afraid so. Monday morning, I get to work and HR is waiting for me. Jason, we've received some concerning messages about you through our company Facebook page. My stomach dropped. She showed me her screen. Someone had messaged my company claiming I was financially abusive and manipulative, and warned them about having someone like me in a management position. This is clearly personal, HR said, but we need to document it. Do you know who might have sent this? My ex-fiancée or her friends? I called off our wedding last week. I showed her the texts from Bethany. HR's eyes widened. She tried to extort you for a car. Basically, we'll be keeping this on file in case there's any escalation. And we'll be responding that this appears to be a personal matter, unrelated to your employment. That afternoon, Bethany showed up at my apartment. We need to talk. We don't. I'm trying to fix this. You already did enough. Look, just buy her something. Not a Mercedes. Maybe like jewelry. A nice watch. Show her you care. Bethany, do you not understand? It's not about the money. It's about the fact that she thinks I need to buy her affection. That's not what this is. Then what is it? It's about security. She needs to know you can provide. I make good money. I save. I invest. I'm just not flashy about it. But how is she supposed to know that? By trusting me. By looking at my actions over 4 years. By having adult conversations about finances, instead of sending her friend to shake me down. She actually stomped her foot like a child. You're impossible. You're throwing away something beautiful over pride. I'm walking away from something transactional that was pretending to be love. She stormed off. But not before yelling loud enough for all the neighbors to hear. She's better off without you. You'll die alone with your stupid Camry. Joke's on her. The Camry's paid off and gets great gas mileage. It's been 3 weeks since I canceled the wedding. Here's where everyone ended up. Rachel lost roughly $15,700 in deposits. Her dad, Frank, refused to help her cover it, saying she needed to learn a lesson about consequences. She had to take out a personal loan to pay off the credit cards she'd used. The venue actually called me last week. They had a cancellation and could squeeze in another wedding on our date. But they needed both parties to sign off on releasing the venue. I agreed immediately. Rachel held out for 3 days, trying to negotiate getting some of her deposit back. They gave her $500 of the $8,500. She texted me furiously about how I could have backed her up. I didn't respond. Bethany is no longer Rachel's friend. Turns out, when the friend group saw the texts she sent me, they realized she'd been stirring up drama for years. Madison came forward about how Bethany told her husband she was unsatisfied with her engagement ring. Qley revealed Bethany had tried to convince her that her husband was cheating. He wasn't. The whole group cut her off. Brad, the cousin lawyer, got in trouble with his actual firm for sending legal threats outside his area of practice. Turns out his boss saw the email. Tom made sure of that and was not happy about Brad using the firm letterhead for family drama. Rachel tried one last manipulation. She showed up at my apartment 2 days ago with a box of my stuff. Stuff I didn't even want back. Old t-shirts, a coffee mug. She was dressed up, full makeup, wearing the perfume I bought her for her birthday. I just wanted to return your things. Thanks. You can leave them there. Jason, can we talk? Really talk? About what? I messed up. I let Bethany get in my head. I let Instagram and comparing myself to others ruin what we had. Okay, I love you. Not your money, not a car. You. If that were true, you would have shut Bethany down the second she suggested I needed to buy you a Mercedes. I was confused. Wedding planning is stressful. Rachel, you knew she was texting me. You admitted it. You let her do your dirty work so you could have plausible deniability. That's not true. Then, why did your first text to me say, if this is about Bethany, I can explain? You knew exactly what she was doing. Silence. I thought, if you bought the car, it would mean you really loved me. No. You thought, if I bought the car, you could post pictures on Instagram. Keep up with Madison and Qley. She started crying. I'm going to be 30 next year. All my friends are married. They all have nice things. I just wanted to feel special too. You were special. You were getting married to someone who loved you. But that wasn't enough. It wasn't about the car. You're right. It was about what the car represented. Status, showing off. Being able to say your man bought you a Mercedes. It was never about us. She left without saying anything else. Yesterday, Derek sent me a screenshot from Instagram. Rachel posted a picture of herself with some motivational quote about knowing your worth and not settling for less than you deserve. The top comment was from Frank, her own dad. Maybe focus less on what you deserve and more on what you earn. Savage. As for me, I'm doing great. That $1,500 a month I was saving, still saving it. Actually more now since I'm not spending money on wedding stuff. Tom and I are looking at investment properties. Turns out having good credit and actual savings makes that possible. Who knew? I got a text from a number I didn't recognize last night. Hi, Jason, this is Madison. I wanted to apologize for believing Rachel's side without hearing yours. Also, my sister Brooke is single and thinks what you did was badass. Can I give her your number? I said yes. We're getting coffee on Saturday. She drives a 2015 Civic and thinks expensive cars are a waste of money that could go toward traveling. Might be worth exploring. The best revenge. Living well. And I'm living well within my means, exactly as I always have. No Mercedes required, since everyone's asking. Yes, Brooke and I had coffee. It went well. She literally showed up with a spreadsheet of her 5-year financial plan, including savings goals and investment strategies. I think I'm in love. Also, Rachel apparently saw us together, small world, and had a complete meltdown in the middle of Target. Security was called. Bethany texted me asking if I was dating Brooke to get back at Rachel. I didn't respond, but Brooke did. No, he's dating me because I don't need a luxury car to know my worth. Mic drop.